watching CBS 2 News in high definition.
And it is impossible to imagine the pain Madonna Badger is facing with the loss of her children and parents. Mental health experts say the heartbroken mother has an incredibly long road ahead of healing from this tragedy.
When you lose a child, that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. When you lose 3 children and 2 parents, it's inconceivable.
Dr. Harris Straightner is a psychologist who specializes in dealing with grief. He says Madonna Badger will need intense professional and community support to make it through.
The survivor guilt is going to be tremendous, and people need to keep an eye on her and realize she may need medication, long-term counseling if she's not in therapy already, and just family around her.
There's also her friend Michael Borsina, who investigators say tried to dispose of the embers that started the blaze. And the father of the children is also facing unimaginable loss. Dr. Straightner says there are 5 stages of grief many people experience: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. The challenge is to make it to the final step of accepting what's happened and stay there.
The stages of grief are not necessarily just 1 through 5 and you're done. You can go backwards, forwards, and 2 steps forwards, 1 step back.
He says the outpouring of support will help, with many expressing their condolences through a Facebook page created for Madonna Badger. The firefighters and police officers who rushed to the scene must also deal with the trauma of not being able to save the family, but they're trained to handle that stress. A mother is never prepared to lose her children. Experts say it's also important to keep in mind that as time goes by, not as much attention and support is given to people going through grief, and that's when the person feels most alone.